Being kind of new to the competitive play when it comes to Pokemon cards, I always thought that it was mainly about getting lucky. You draw a card, hopefully it was the right one, you attack and just hope for the best, and hopefully your opponent just not gets what they need. After watching it more closely, I started to realize something. It is way more competitive than what people may think. I think people have a misconception about what it takes to even play the competitive card game. So I've tried it like back in, I don't even know how long, probably like 4 or 5 years, where me and my twin would just place a card and then just use the attack that's on there and just hopefully hope for the best. We have the stronger one with the most health and with the strongest attack. But in actuality, it's way more different than what you might think. There's people that use starter decks, and with that starter deck comes with trainer cards, which comes with energy cards, and which comes with the Pokemon themselves. Now with these, there's obviously certain rules that come with it. You draw a card, you can attach an energy, you can play a supporter, an item card, and I believe you can only play like one supporter at a time. I've watched footage on competitive Pokemon card playing, and holy smokes, it isn't just you attach an energy and you attack. Like, no, you actually think about even just where you even attach the energy, or even what Pokemon you can bench, or even Pokemon you want to put in the active spot. There's a lot more thinking than what I thought, because I've actually started to play the Pokemon card game myself on TCG Live. I'm pretty sure I streamed it on here once, and last week we talked about the collecting aspect of when it comes to Pokemon cards, but this time we're talking about the competitive aspect of Pokemon cards, and you're literally playing an entirely different game than you are obviously the virtual ones. Use different mechanics, use different strategies in order to help you, I guess, win a game. It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. These, not sleight of hand, but the way that you can kind of see these people like think, like they're like just looking at it, kind of looking like their brain is like going on overdrive. At least mine is, because I'm pretty noob when it comes to this kind of stuff. So my brain is low-key going overdrive when I play this game. It's not just drawing cards. It's more than just drawing cards. A lot of people assume that whoever just draws the better card kind of wins, but that's barely even the start of the story that can lead to a bigger ending. You see that what I did there? Oh man, better players or even newbie players will consistently build into their decks on what works with what, how they can synergy, and well, not synergy, but how they can synergize their cards in order to, I guess, work. Literally every decision matters. Like where you attach that energy can literally dictate how your opponent can play. Even if you attach it somewhere else, it can still dictate what your opponent does. Even what supporter you play, or even if you just save 2 rounds just to draw cards and hopefully you like setting up for a bigger attack than what you might need, or even just playing around your opponent. Sometimes one decision can turn around the whole thing on like turn, like I don't know how many turns there can be max, but like just for example, just say like turn 8, like it can really just keep switching back and forth. What really surprised me a lot when I was doing research for this video is how fast the game changes. There has been so many different kinds of just meta decks that has been going on throughout the years within base set area, which obviously go into X and Y, Sword and Shield, even tag teams when that was around as well. There's obviously different synergies when it comes to that as well. Different EXs can be used for different types of gameplay. Like you can integrate the same cards into new decks. Like, oh my gosh, my mind was low-key exploding when I was like kind of doing all this research. I'm like, holy crap, there's even just the building aspect is low-key hard. I can't even do that. I don't even know where to start. But holy smokes, even as time goes on, you have to keep figuring out, because as rotation happens, you have to adapt and overcome. You have to adapt, like say like you use like Mega Dragonite, and the next thing you know, a certain rotation has when they have to ban something that's used in that Dragonite deck. Then you have to find a different card which can help in that deck and stay consistent with it and still be able to win games. It's almost like you're learning a new game every single year, which I feel like can probably be pretty stressful sometimes. I don't know if you guys ever watch this and are a pro player within the Pokemon card community. Make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of, or I guess how much stress you can kind of get, because I don't really know too much, because when I play the Pokemon TCG card game, I use pre-built and just kind of modified them a little bit based on the YouTube videos that I watch. Before we move on, I also want to talk about just the mental state that people can, or I guess the mental side of playing this game, because most of the best players in the world aren't only just playing their own decks. Sometimes they are kind of using similar decks, but kind of using their own knowledge on what can possibly work better or what can be played differently with their, I guess, what is the word I'm looking for? Their sequence. There we go. Using their sequence a little bit better. As they're sitting right across from you, like say I'm sitting right across from you and we're playing the Pokemon card game, I'm trying to predict also what you are doing. I'm also trying to count your cards. I'm also making sure I check your discard pile. I'm also making sure to get ready of how I can counter you so that you can't counter me. And you're not just always going to be playing the same deck over and over again. Even if it's the same deck, it could be different way that it's played, or just different cards within it. And then you might play like just like a Lugia, and then you might just play like a Ho-Oh, or you might just play like an Ethan's Ho-Oh, or you might play like a Cynthia's Garchomp. Like, there's so many things you have to think of as you just move on from one game to another. It's literally a strategy game disguised as just a regular card game. There's a lot of thinking that you have to do. For me, oh man, sometimes I'm sitting there like thinking of like, if I do this, he can do that. I can see that he can do this. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys watch for streams. Like, I feel like you can see me kind of like thinking of like, how can I get myself out of this situation without risking a lot being taken away from me. I know people say that, oh, Pokemon is just a kid's game. I feel like as time went on, it doesn't really feel like just only a kid's game no more. And honestly, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't think that ever was. But with the amount of layers that people can see or even never get to see, it differentiates, like, I guess an adult game, not necessarily like adult, like that kind of adult, but like higher age people playing this game compared to like kids playing this game. Like, it would be different. It just would be different by the way they look at things. If you do plan on competing, or whether you're not competing, I would still recommend watching high level Pokemon players play the game. It's still pretty entertaining to watch. Even if you don't really know what's going on, it's still very entertaining. I watched plenty of it, and honestly, I can't get enough of it. Just seeing the sequencing that they do is very just eye-opening and mind-opening to just what a person is capable of doing with just cards that are just underneath colors. But that's where I'm going to end it. Do you guys think Pokemon is skill based, or do you think it's more luck based? Let me know down in the comments below. I know you guys have a lot probably to say, or whether or not, I don't know. Again, this is just my opinion and what I think about the Pokemon card game just in general. Let me know down below. If you've ever played it, let me know what kind of strategies you've kind of thought of, or just anything that surprised you, or even just tell me what surprised you the most about the competitive card game. I would love to just hear all of that. I would love to just hear everything that you guys would want to say. But without further ado, this has been your boy MiloRx, and I'll see you guys next time.